Sure, I'm late to the game, but you know what I wasn't late to? Saying Rip Ride Rockit f***ing sucks.
Let's go on this straight up lifted and turn the most boring, janky, rolling trash can.
Universal announced they are going to be removing this ride before the year is even over. So if you like it, you probably want to prioritize it next time you go. I want to briefly say why I think this is happening now and what could be coming next. Subscribe if you aren't already. Alright, I don't like Rip Ride Rockit, but there are two things about it I did like. One, Welcome to the Black Parade and Humble were good songs, even though they didn't sync with the ride in any way. Two, there's something aesthetic about looking at Rip Ride Rockit from across the park, especially when it's glowing at night. It looks really nice. So whatever ride replaces it, I hope can kind of have the same image going for it. The rest of the experience, if you can call it that, is bland, dated, janky, and yeah, needs some sort of an update. Which brings me to the timing. Why is it happening now? Here's what I think. For the past few years, Universal has been budgeting their additions lower because of all the spending they're doing on Epic Universe. Makes sense. Now that Epic Universe will open in the summer and finally become profitable, we're gonna see Universal sweep through and fix up their two other parks. That way they will have 3 elite parks before they open their 4th and final park maybe 15 years from now. And for those of you saying, oh, there's already 3 elite parks. Yeah, if you think Studios is an elite park, just go home. I'll give you Epic Universe, I'll give you half of Islands of Adventure, but Studios, getting rid of Rip Ride Rockit is one of the best decisions they can make. Replacing it with a new e-ticket, hopefully a coaster, will do wonders for this park. When it comes to clearing out old rides, I think Rip Ride Rockit is first on the list, and then there's going to be many more that follow. Yeah, they could fix it up, give it new track, modern songs, but for what? Another 20 years? It sits right in the front of the park, a great chance to do something like Stardust Racers, some sort of ride, hopefully a coaster, part of that whole entrance area that will look good for years to come. Universal Studios entrance is a mix between New York and Minions themed, so this ride would probably be themed to one of those. If it's not being used for a Fast and Furious coaster, which is what I would like to see, but it's just too soon to say. And no, I don't want any sort of Orlando drift coaster. Keep the drift coaster over in Hollywood. If we're getting a Fast and Furious coaster, give us something different. I'm fine with that. I actually think a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot by saying we would get a drift coaster because I see that as one of the least likely options. Also, I'm sure you've heard some sort of rumor about a Ghostbusters theme. That could be really fun and it would work with the New York theming. I'm not up to date on all the Universal stuff, so I could be wrong, but I believe there is some sort of licensing issue. Like Universal might not entirely own Ghostbusters. But then we've also seen Ghostbusters around the park lately. I'd say it's possible, but let's just say for now, it's not unlikely. Another bizarre idea is a Minions family coaster. That kind of gives me a weird impression with its location being squeezed between the sound stages and that junk of a ride that is Minions Mayhem. I think Universal could cool down with the Minions stuff, worry about some other stuff, and they'll be just fine. But I'll go on record, Universal loves their Minions, so I wouldn't count it out. To me, it makes more sense to build a new plaza and station area somewhere with more land, then use up the Rip Ride Rockit land for the ride's layout, but not the entire ride. Again, this land is squeezed in between the sound stages and Minions, so whatever coaster is coming here, it's gonna be really skinny, almost layered on top of itself like Rip Ride Rockit. It'd be pretty cool if they could keep that segment of track where the ride passes through that building. It'd be a cool way to pay homage to the ride that came before. Unless they're looking to put the new ride through that same hole, then I guess go for it. Anyways, this is just a short video. Time will tell what's in store for Universal Studios, but as of now, this is a step in the right direction following Epic Universe's opening. Thanks, see you in the next one.